Waiting on two more panelists. I'm sure they're not too far behind. But we'll start with the Daily Nation payback. That is the question that is being posed. And in relation to what? Ruto takes on Uhuru. Clean sweep with just 2 weeks to the statutory deadline for his predecessor, Uhuru Kenyatta, to leave active politics. President William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza administration are not taking chances. From reversal of policies to revocation of appointments, the president seems keen to rein in Uhuru. And doesn't this, Vivian, inform in part our conversation, because we're also looking at the parastatal appointments. We're asking the question whether it was a power-sharing lie. Did Kenya Kwanza mislead the public when they said they were not interested in sharing out positions, but more interested in uplifting the person at the bottom of the economic pyramid? We'll get into that. And I see here former president says he will not retire from politics. More details on that on pages 6 and 7 of the Daily Nation. I also see on the front page, Kenya Power takes hit. Utility firm to incur further 6.5 billion shilling loss on extension of tariff cut. I see an image here. Men confront their demons at man cave. You may think they are fine when you see them walking about, but deep down they I beg your pardon, what is that word? They seek compassion. They're living in a vortex of confusion in a life riddled with uncertainties. And then trade war puts DP in a spot, and I see here Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria find themselves trapped by the demands of the Nyamakima, quote, kingmakers, who are now threatening the country's international trade policies and endangering diplomatic ties with China, whose nationals are targeted in a smear campaign for disrupting the thriving grey economy. All right. In fact, I'll have that conversation. I'll be having that conversation on Monday. Also on the front page, verdict, tribunal once must sit relieved of duties at IEBC. All right. Let's take a look now. Oh, yes. And I see the opinion piece by Macharia Gaitho has also been highlighted on the front page. Just get down to work. Macharia Gaitho wonders if the promise of the so-called hustler movement was no more than hot air. Okay, we will most definitely be flipping onto that page. That is page 16. But first, let's take a look at the front page of the Business Daily. Zooming in for a clearer picture. And Kenya Power tests regulator with bills set in dollars and euros. Utility says move to ease fluctuating forex rates pain. Users already pay for currency losses in monthly bills. This story by Patrick Alushula. An image here of Kenya Power Acting Managing Director Geoffrey Muli. And if I can just, all right. Ooh, my Business Daily is packaged quite fancily this morning. I see in today's paper we celebrate the top 40 under 40, and let's see, there's a chess piece there, right? A pink chess piece, pink and black. I see this is in partnership with several organizations. So let me just unpackage it. And take a closer look at this report by Patrick Alushula. It says Kenya Power will start charging some of its customers in dollars and euros to shield the utility from foreign exchange losses following the weakening of the shilling. And more detail on page what here? Page 2. If I scroll down, Safaricom cuts interim dividend for first time after profit drop. This one is by Constant Munda. Safaricom has trimmed its interim dividend by 2.4 billion shillings on the back of reduced earnings in the half-year period, marking the first cut since it started distributing profit to shareholders before the end of a financial year. ticker. Now let's take a look, and actually the wrapping, the packaging around the Business Daily has to do with this. Top 40 under 40 women meet the fearless women who have broken the boundaries to rise above disability, poverty and male domination. So these are the top 40 under 40 women of 2023. This is actually on beginning page 8. Will you allow me, Vivian, to quickly flip over and take a look at who these women are as we celebrate them? Given today we always have a female panel. So what page was this? Give me a second. I had flipped over to it and then I closed it. So it begins on page 13. Page 13. It's 8, 9. Should be here now. We should be here. We should be here. I imagine. What did I miss it? I don't think I passed it. Or perhaps it's not on the e-paper. Perhaps we need to get ourselves, yes, I think we might need to get ourselves a hard copy. Or perhaps I'm just not seeing it. Okay, so I will find it. So let's move on, but I will indeed find it and make mention, celebrate them this morning. Oh, here, I found it. Here they are, the top 40 under 40 women. Very colorful page there, and there's an editor's note as well here. This one is by Diana Mwango, and she says the Business Daily's annual Top 40 under 40 women has long celebrated influence and achievement across industries, social status and age. Each year our list showcases remarkable women who have shaped industries and careers. And shall we sample, Vivian?
Yes.
A few of them.
I see Nerima is there, which is good.
And what page is that?
9.
Page 9. Okay. All right, thank you very much. All right, number 1, Kathleen C. Minu. She's 29, Machine Learning Fellow, Mozilla Foundation. Beautiful picture there. If I flip over, I see here, Nerima Wako, Chief Executive, Siasa Place, 34, Kerubo Nyamwaro, 33, Biotech Service Leader. I flip over, you know, this is the one occasion in which you see women's ages splashed on newspaper pages. We have Dr. Frida Simba, Founding Director, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, TVET Institute. I see here as well Mary Waihiga Gitao, Executive Director of the Center for Suicide Research and Intervention, Nyambura Gishohi, 37, CEO and co-founder. I can't really, Ikigai. Yeah, okay. Flipping over, Washuka Gishohi, 39, CEO and founder, Ikigai.
So Ikigai has 2 people actually. Impressive.
Yes, turns out. We have Aziza Ajwang, 36, Senior Resident Magistrate and High Court Deputy Registrar in Kericho. Impressive women here. We have Dr. Victoria Simiyu, 37, transplant anesthesiologist. June Chepkemei, Acting Managing Director, Ken Invest. We have Kamal Daisy Onyango, and she is HR Director, Coca-Cola Beverages Africa, Kenya. Somebody I met not too long ago, just this last week at the Nation Digital Summit, and that is Masi Mutemi, partner Nzili Sumbu. Did I pronounce that right? Sumbi advocates, and a beautiful image of her. I believe this image was taken during the digital summit, if I'm not mistaken. We are also celebrating Bitutu Nyambane. She is Senior Research Scientist, Kenya Industrial Research and Development Institute. Tracy Shundu, she's CEO of Fun KE Science. Sylvia Gadhoni, 24, ex-esport athlete and Red Bull player. Number 14. Here, did I miss somebody? No, I mentioned Tracy Shundu, and who is on this page. I did mention her, which leaves Mira Nihar Shah. She's Managing Director. Help me out with that one. I can't see it so clearly on this touch screen.
Let me see.
This is number 15.
Mira Niharsha.
Managing Director.
Managing Director, Sign Resins.
Sign Resins Limited. We are also celebrating Stella Mutai, 29.
I actually know Stella.
You know Stella?
Yes.
Geospatial Consultant, World Food Program. Caroline Kasioka Munyoki, 35, General Manager and Co-Founder, Imarisha Mabati. I see here Madrin Maina, Country Director, Kenya. Help me with that one.
What number is that?
Number 19.
Sistema.bio.
Sistema.bio. We have Catherine Oyeke, pediatric neurologist. We have Purity Gakuo, COO, and co-founder Kuza Freezers. We also have here Veronica Thamaini, managing regional programs, Wikimedia Foundation. Manager regional programs, and then Elizabeth Mwangi, founder and director of Gwiji. Also on this page, number 23, which may require us to flip over, or okay, what is happening here?
23 is
my touch screen has just gone black. Or I do apologize for that. So okay, so I will leave it there as I sort this out, but I will pick it up. What number? What? 23, I think.
23.
Yeah, what number 23? I will pick it up. But let's take a look.
I think, yeah, you have to get back to it because there's Lin Ngugi as well, which I think many people know.
I don't know what's happening. Let me close it and try reopening it. Yeah. Give me a second. Take me just a second. Here we go. Business Daily. Read. We're back. Let me quickly flip before I zoom in.
So I think that's page 15 now.
Page 15, Let's see. There we go. We're back. Okay, so we were on number 23.
Yes.
And I can't see, or is it this one? Elizabeth
Mwangi.
Elizabeth Mwangi. All right, flipping over to number 24, Patricia Mativo, Vice President, United Nations Population Fund. Wow. Nelly, Dr. Mendi Mudhinja. What is that?
Genomic
scientist and founder of Huntington Disease Africa. Also up here we have Nelly Cheboy, who is the CEO and founder, TechLit Africa. All right. Other familiar faces. Here's Lin Ngugi, as you're saying, Chief Executive and founder, Lin Ngugi Network. We have Marianne Gishanga, Chief Executive, co-founder, Agritech Analytics. We have somebody I was in school with, Grace Murugi Wanjama, Head of Digital Strategy, Oxfam International. We also have Susan Sawe, Group Head, help me there? Global Subsidiaries?
Global Subsidiaries, City East Africa.
All right. We have Monica Were, Trading Manager, Vivo Energy Kenya. Sandra Njagi, Head of Corporate Planning and Strategy at Isuzu East Africa. Elizabeth Ndenya Nguli, who is a Vodafone UK Head of Cloud Engineering UK and Global. We're almost there. Jean Gitao, Head of Biological Threat help me with that one.
Threat Reduction
Program. I was like, it's not making sense. Beatrice Chebet, Long Distance Runner. We have Sylvia Museya, PS State Department for Wildlife.
We have another familiar face, Angel Mbudia.
Where?
37.
37. Oh, I would have skipped this. Angel Warira Mbudia, National Youth Council Board. Flipping over, we have Crystal Asige, nominated Senator. Number 39, no, this is 38. Samantha Kipuri, and she's a Group Head of Media at
Dentsu.
Dentsu?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, winding up this list is Habiba Ali, Mombasa Water Supply and Sanitation Company, General Manager for Commercial and Business Development. Congratulations, ladies. Well deserved. Just looking at some of those credentials. It inspires us, doesn't it, Vivian?
It does.
To aspire for much more, to accomplish a lot more as we move forward. All right. To see the list for yourself, you can find a copy online on epaper.nation.africa, or purchase your hard copy, and you have this souvenir to take home with you as well. Okay, Taifa Leo, where are we? Mdomo miwili ya Kenya kwanza. Okay, Taifa Leo never disappoints. Serikali ya Ruto ni kama mnara wa Babeli, ambapo kiongozi mmoja akisema hivi, mwingine anasema vile. And here we have several leaders who have been highlighted on the front page. I think for this one, let me just grab my my hard copy, because it's Kiswahili one, which is sometimes a challenge for me. And then number 2, that font is not so clear on my screen. Okay, so Wasi wa Azimio, this is Gachagua. Tutawatunuku tu wale waliotupigia kura. Ruto then says, tutafanya kazi na Wakenya wote, msiwe na hofu. Kwa wale waliopiga kura namna hii, sijui namna gani, Wakenya wote wanalipa ushuru. And then, so that was on the question of shareholders, right? I see here President William Ruto saying, ningependa kuihakikishia nchi kuwa kutakuwa na nyongeza yoyote ya stima leo au siku za usoni. David Ndi is there then quoted as saying, ukipitia manifesto yetu kwa kina utabaini hakuna mahali popote ambapo tumeahidi kutoa stima ya bei rahisi. And then we have Musalia Mudavadi's image there. This is on lawama kwa deep state. The other one was bei ghali ya umeme. Gachagua quoted as saying, tunamlaumu Uhuru na deep state yake. And then Mudavadi saying, contrarily, hatuna muda wa kulaumiana. Ni wakati wa kufanya kazi, si siasa. Then jijini Nairobi, we have Johnson Sakaja there. Gachagua is quoted as saying, watu wangu wenye biashara za ndio wanaongelewa, hatutaruhusu jambo kama hilo. And then Ruto is quoted as saying, ninamunga mkono Sakaja kunyamazisha zinazoendekeza kelele. Then we have an image there of Aisha Jumwa. Jumwa is quoted as saying, and this is on nyongeza ya mshahara. Watumishi wa umma wataongezewa mshahara katika siku 100. And then SRC is quoted as saying, tumeanza kupunguza marupurupu ya watumishi wa umma. Finally, Moses Kuria there. Kuria on biashara za Wachina. He's quoted as having said, hatutawaruhusu Wachina wafanye uchuuzi wa bidhaa. And then we have Sing'oei quoted as saying, watu wote wakiwemo raia wa kigeni wana uhuru wa kufanya biashara bila vikwazo, almradi wana leseni. All right. Okay, I will leave the Taifa Leo there. I will invite your comments in a few minutes. Let's take a look at the Standard. Okay, front page of the Standard, their headline is this: why last of Charera 4 had to fall. And then up here, I'm seeing LSK 6 order to quash juice cosmetics taxes. Opposition wins in Lagos City. And I went there because I want to zoom in, and it'll cut it off once I zoom in. So here is their top story: why last of Charera 4 had to fall. According to Tribunal Chairman Agri Muchelule, Commissioner Irene Masit sank out of her own failure to challenge evidence adduced against times that she questioned witness credibility. An image there of a smiling President William Ruto smiling Justice Agre Muchelule handing over the tribunal report. Okay, so and then down here, intrigues as Mudavadi ally takes helm of Ruto party, that being Cleophas Malala, and I will invite your comment on that. Let's take a look at the Star. Uhuru Raila men hatched plot to rig poll. That is the tribunal. We were just looking at that image of Agre Muchelule. Findings could open a Pandora's box for officials amid push for commission of inquiry into chaos that rocked Boma's National Tallying Center. Images of several people, including former Attorney General Kihara Kariuki, Raphael Tuju, former Cabinet Secretary, Amos Wako, ex-Busia Senator. We have here Irene Masit, the woman who was on trial there. We have former Inspector General of Police, former Solicitor General on the front page, as well as the Vice CDF, Lieutenant General Francis Ogola. Yeah, so I think I will leave it. I will leave it at that. And invite now comment, beginning with what is now here on, it was on the Standard, this one. Intrigues as Mudavadi ally takes helm of Ruto party. Oh, I haven't introduced the rest of my panelists this morning. In fact, I had my poster open, but the app it was opening with was just making it difficult to navigate. Let me see if I can still pull it up. All right, I will take time to pull it up. But with me in studio, sitting at the center, is Cynthia Muge. She's a woman rep Nandi. Good to see you this morning. Karibu sana, and a new face, at least for me, in studio. But she did seek elective office, and that is Joyce Cheruto. She's a governance and political expert. So Joyce, karibu sana. Cynthia, karibu sana. NTV. Cynthia, what do you make of this? The appointment or nomination or naming or installation, whichever word you want to use, clearly. I have myself a thesaurus. But what's his name? Cleophas Malala taking the helm of UDA. I thought he was an ANC member, Commander Cynthia.
Thank you so much. First, I want to say that I am a UDA member. I am elected on a UDA ticket.
Yes.
And of course, we went into a collision with the other parties, including and not limited to ANC, where Cleophas Malala was dominantly a member. But you see, being a member of a party is basically paperwork, to be honest. So today, previously, I was an independent candidate, but it just took me a few hours to go and register as a member of UDA. So I want to say Cleo Malala is properly a UDA member, and properly he is also a leader in the UDA in the UDA party, so to speak. And I want to appreciate the fact that the principal, the party leader, saw it wise to be able to put other leaders in place, because you remember the SG is now a senator, Mudama is also a state officer. So it's only fair that we have someone who can be able to have all the time to run the party business. One of them is, no one is better than Cleophas Malala, honestly, and so to speak. So yeah, I welcome the decision and I support.
So does this knock him out of the race for CAS?
It's neither here nor there, but
constitutionally it should.
Okay.
Of course, but you see, if you're given another appointment and you think it's better, you resign and take up the other one. So really, yeah.
All right. Okay, Joyce, what do you make of this development? And I will scroll through, because I saw something about CS at large somewhere, but I will try and trace it. I'll try and trace it in the story. Let me see. Okay, your thoughts, Joyce.
Yes, thank you so much. Allow me to first say good morning to Kenyans, and thank you for inviting me to the show. So for Cleophas Malala, he's very passionate, especially during the campaigns when he was running for the Kakamega gubernatorial race. I saw that he was very passionate about matters Kenya Kwanza. And so for me, this is a breath of fresh air to see that he has been appointed as a Secretary General. And I think it's well deserved. Yeah, he'll definitely push the UDA agenda forward.
All right, so we need to take a break. When we come back, we interrogate a few other issues and then get into a conversation this morning. By then, I should have pulled up the poster. My apologies, ladies. See you on the other side.